So we'll move on to the next topic, that is land reform. So I hope in today's class we'll be able to complete traditional land reforms. So these land reforms we'll understand into two important categories. Traditional and modern. So under traditional land reforms, we will discuss 4 reforms. And 5th one is not the part of traditional land reforms, but we will discuss this because this is the important concept. Under modern land reforms, we will discuss some certain features of digitization of land records. Then we will discuss about Land Act, then Land Bill of 2015. Okay. So first you write traditional, heading traditional land reforms. So first land reform is abolition of intermediaries. Abolition of intermediaries. Here in bracket you write, zamindari system. Okay. So under zamindari system, you know that there are intermediaries, those who are collecting rent from tenants, and these tenants will pay rent to zamindars, and that zamindars will finally submit these rents to British government. So there is one channel. This is tenants, these are zamindars, and these are British government. This is the chain. So you draw this. Tenants will give rent to zamindars, and these zamindars will give rent to British government. Now I'll not explain that permanent land revenue settlement because you will study, or you have studied in modern history. So that introduced by Lord Cornwallis, and under that there's one important provision that if you are able to extract any extra rent from tenants, that share will go to zamindars. 11%. ये था ना figure? History. हाँ, वही 89:11 was the share. So 11% was the share of zamindars, and 89% of the total revenue will go to British government. But if these zamindars are able to extract more rent from these tenants, then that will go to zamindar. So it means there was an incentive to extract more and more. So that was the result of exploitation of these tenants. Here tenants means these are not the owner of the land. These are just cultivating the crop on that particular land. So owners are different. So why zamindars? Because these are the middlemen, and British government wants to control only limited number of zamindars, not the whole farming community. There were 2 reasons: because it is very difficult to manage, and the problem of communication. So there were 2 reasons, but these are not economic reasons. So we'll write one line for this. Under zamindari system, zamindars extracting rent from tenants and finally submitted it to British government. full stop, full stop. These policies were, you write, these policies were exploitative in nature, due to higher and higher demand of rent, from tenants. Now just understand, what do you think about that? Among these three stakeholders, who will concern about agriculture? No one, because these are just for the survival. They are extracting that particular amount of food grains. Other things, they will go to zamindar. Zamindars also not interested in farming activities. It means they are also not concerned about agriculture productivity, agriculture growth. No one. What about British government? They only interested in revenue. So actually later on what happened? Agriculture productivity went down. So right, the result of this system was of low agricultural productivity, because it requires government investment, full stop. British government was not interested, and tenants were incapable of doing it. And you know that these zamindari rights are not permanent. You must have aware about this. These zamindari rights are not permanent. It means that depends on the performance. The performance means rent. So if they are not able to extract rent that much that British government wants, obviously British government will change the zamindars. So there is an incentive to extract more and more rent. So you write, these zamindars are not permanent. And dependent on rent. So this completes the discussion before 1951. Now after 1951, what happened? When India gained independence, India abolished zamindari system. Why zamindari system India abolished? Because later on what happened? It gives agriculture a boost in the productivity, as well as it will give certain amount of room for the tenants to work towards agriculture farm. Later on, when zamindari system abolished, government will get the revenue. Government of India, independent India. Then later on, they reduce the tax rate on this particular farm. Or later on, they abolished the system of agriculture taxation. So there is still no concept of income tax on agriculture. ठीक है, आपको पता है ना, there is no tax on agricultural income. So write this thing. Zamindari system abolished after independence. Zamindari system abolished after independence because this system was pro-British. First stop. Government abolished the direct contact of zamindars to tenants. Full stop. the government of independent India, the government of independent India now receives the revenue. Now receives the revenue. First off, so obviously this is not of exploitative in nature. Okay. Why this particular land reform implemented simultaneously throughout the country? Why there are failure of other three land reforms? Because these zamindari systems were pro-British. So after independence, everyone was against British. That is why there was an unanimous decision to abolish this zamindari system. Other three land reforms were not implemented well, or later on we concluded that all the remaining three land reforms were the biggest failure. We are still in the process of reforming these particular three important land reforms, but abolition of zamindari was the unanimous decision. Okay. Now what happened later on? Government mainly introduced some tenancy reforms as well. So now there are two types of tenants: subtenants and occupancy tenants. Tenants means who cultivate farms and there is no ownership right. So government divided tenants into two types: subtenants and occupancy tenants. Occupancy tenants means they have some kind of contract, and subtenants are not having any kind of contract. They are just engaging in the farming activity. See? So we'll write one more line under zamindari system, then we'll move on to the written contract. It means I'll give you a farm, particular farm for 6 months, for a particular rabi season, for a particular kharif season. That's a contract. It means in between you cannot throw him out. These are occupancy tenants. जब आपका rent agreement होता है ना, if you are taking a particular house on lease, particular place on lease, that's easy. You write, after abolishing zamindari system, later on, government compensated these zamindars. Government compensated these zamindars monetarily. Full stop. Especially this initiative was implemented quite well throughout the country. Due to the political will shown by all these states. I hope you understand this particular zamindari system, abolition of intermediaries. Because of government compensated with some monetary benefits, they were ready to submit their zamindari rights. Now what happened? But later on, the zamindars fought election and came into the power as MLA and MPs. But initially, it was a very successful land reform. If someone asks that which is the land reform which we can conclude that is the most successful one in the history of independent India, is the first one, abolition of intermediaries. Second reform, you write. Second reform is tenancy reforms. Second is tenancy reforms. What's the meaning of tenancy reforms? It means if you are a tenant, government should give certain kind of security of tenure to a particular thing. Like for example, if you will not give the security of tenure to the chief election commissioner, If you will not give the security of tenure to your member of parliament, to president, they're not able to function. Security of tenure is must. Why you are preparing for these services? The most important thing is security of tenure. You know that till the age of 60 years, no one will throw out of your service, except certain circumstances. But there is a long process. वो पॉसिबल नहीं होता है जब तक कुछ ग्रेव सिचुएशन ना हो. Otherwise, the number one thing is security of tenure. Because you don't know that what is the condition of Indian economy in 2025, 2035, 2045. Getting my point? If you go 10 years back, think about the traditional phone are going well. अगर आप बिजनेस खोलते उनका तो आज फ्लॉप हो जाता. In traditional phone, Nokia was the best company, but in a smartphone, Nokia is the worst company. See the scenario in just 10 years, total change. So you cannot predict anything. That is why you want security. कि कुछ भी हो, बारिश है, ग्लोबल वार्मिंग है, कुछ भी हो, अपनी सैलरी आई जाएगी 1 तारीख को. यही है ना रीजन, मेन तो यही है, बाकी दूसरा अलग चीज है. ठीक है. So right, there are two types of tenants. There are two types of tenants: occupancy tenants and subtenants. Occupancy tenants and subtenants. First off, occupancy tenants are having ownership rights. But subtenants are like landless laborers, small landholders, landless laborers, small landholders. So they had to cultivate on others' land. ठीक है. Next line. Tenancy reforms are important to provide security of tenure. Tenancy reforms are important to provide security of tenure. खुला है. हाँ ठीक है, दिख रहा है. अच्छा, इनको नहीं दिख रहा होगा ना, आप लोगों को नहीं दिख रहा होगा. ठीक है. रवि गेट खोल दो, वो अलग है. चेयर लगा दो, चेयर. क्या बोल रहा था मैं? Security of tenure to the tenants, that will result in higher productivity of farm, comma, it will incentivize farmers to invest. It will incentivize farmers to invest. Comma, owners cannot charge exorbitant rent from tenants, etc. Full stop. Next paragraph. This particular reform was not implemented properly. This particular reform was not implemented properly. Now will tell me the reason why.
Most of the officials belong to the upper caste and this.
So landowners generally are having political nexus, and no one wants to surrender their particular ownership of the land because of the absence of the land records as well. So due to absence of the land records, there is no security from the minds of the landowners. There is a problem obviously when you do not have certain kind of proper things. So land records were missing. किसके नाम पे ज़मीन है पता ही नहीं है. आज भी होता है ना, आपको पता होगा that if you are buying certain kind of property, कई बार पता चलता है वो तो पहले से ही रजिस्ट्री हो चुकी है या बिक चुका है. It's a common phenomena in our country. So if you go to 2 states of India, land grabbing, etc. is very very popular. UP and Bihar. एक बार लैंड गया आपके हाथ से, you cannot take back. पर्सनल एक्सपीरियंस, कुछ है रिलेटिव्स परेशान है, चाचा मामा सभी, किसी ने भी ले लिया लैंड, they cannot extract. पॉसिबल ही नहीं है. Because of this, landowners are having political nexus. Second thing is lack of political will from the government. Political will, you understand? It is very difficult to implement. Now if I will tell you that if any state government think about that we want to increase the revenue, if we want to increase the revenue, if an economic advisory council will suggest that you should start taking income tax from agriculture sector, what do you think? Is there any state which is think even in dreams to implement this income tax on agriculture sector? No. उनको तो सब्सिडीज देते हैं, इंसेंटिव्स देते हैं. हाउ कैन यू इम्पोज? एंड ऑन बिग फार्मर्स, आई एम नॉट सेइंग दैट यू शुड impose income tax on all the farmers. You make slabs according to their income. So marginal farmers obviously will be exempted from agriculture income tax. But what about big farmers? When I was in college, एक प्रोफेसर थे, उन्होंने मुझे फोटोकॉपी कराने के लिए कुछ पेपर दिया, तो मैंने उस पर देखा सबसे ऊपर ITR लिखा था. मैंने कहा ऐसा देखना नहीं चाहिए, बट फिर भी मैंने कहा थोड़ा पलट लेता हूँ. तो मैंने देखा, सो अराउंड 15 लाख was the income from that professor, जो भी होगी कॉलेज से, and total income was 20 lakh. मैंने ज़्यादा कुछ देखा नहीं, बस मैंने देखा वो डिफरेंस क्यों है. That 5 lakh was the agriculture income, totally exempted from income tax. कौन सा agriculture income in urban areas? So people are taking benefit. So you should impose income tax on large farmers, but lack of political will again. So they are not able to implement. That's the main reason.